Where's my hang on?
Hey, we're live. Thank you for. It's okay. It's okay. You can still do what you need to do. I'm hosting today. Usually we do games and stuff, but it's gonna be like a mini-sode. So all we're gonna talk about is X-Men '97 and one of the comments.
Woo!
Uh, and then we're out basically. Um, so how was your week so far, Mos?
Long.
The thing I even like about this show is like it's Thursday night, so
hmm
it goes into Friday. Like it's almost like
Yep.
the
You know
only
you
reason we don't film on Friday is because fuck, we need a life,
right. You know you're close to the weekend because it's podcast night.
Yeah, yeah. Um. So again, we're gonna be talking about X-Men '97. Let's just go ahead and go into our comments. Um, the Billy Moore had commented. Nev Campbell is a great actress. Anything I've seen her in, she's impressed me. She never disappoints. She has become my favorite actress since after watching Scream. And I can't wait for her in Twisted Metal 2. She was great in season 1. The Lincoln Lawyer is another one of her career. I'm gonna guess that he saw Wild Things, and when she was making out with Denise Richards, that was his thing.
I
I'm
forgot all
gonna go
about
ahead and
that.
guess that because
I forgot all about that unnecessary movie.
it was very unnecessary, but a lot of people grew up to that movie. And
Hell
pun intended,
yeah.
grew the fuck up to that movie.
Damn,
Uh,
hell yeah. There
a
was
lot
some
of
shit
people were like,
on
"Hey,
it
they
that
could."
I was like, yo, we supposed to be able to do that. We can do that with our friends. My friends don't do
And the
that.
cover, them two in the pool, they knew what they were fucking
They
doing.
knew
They were
exactly what they was doing. I was like,
Who was the guy? Was it Kevin Bacon? Who was the
no, that's
guy?
Matt Dillon.
It was Matt
Actually,
Dillon.
Kevin Bacon was in the movie too.
Oh shit! Oh, maybe that's why I've never even seen it, other than like they say the YouTube or somebody's talking about it or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah, because
all right.
you get to see his penis.
Maybe that's why I haven't seen the movie.
Good night, everybody.
Everybody. Okay, so first of all, we talked a little bit last week about uh not this week's episode, which we're gonna cheat today because usually we're doing the week before.
Mm,
Uh I absolutely know what you were talking about. Now that we could speak freely, how did you
oh
feel
yeah.
about last week's episode?
Oh my gosh. The episode started off, I was like, oh, this kind of boring. But then all of a sudden they were like, oh, so you're bored. Here you go. Kaboom. And just I was not expecting. They were having such a good time on Genosha. Like they were having such a good time. It was like, look at us. We're in our mutant happy land. Like everyone's in love and we partying and we eating and we drinking. And oh no, like, it was just like out of nowhere. Whole vibe destroyed. Whole vibe
Absolutely, big
decimated.
time.
Oh my gosh. But you're seeing it. We spoiled it for you, but you got to see it fresh. So
It okay. Not to be fucking sensitive, but uh ever since the passing of my mom, there's a lot of things that kind of just fucking for no reason, right?
mm, mm,
And,
mm.
uh like okay, so obviously, okay, so let's go into one. I felt this was very adult.
Mm.
Seeing the blood,
Yeah.
seeing people get shot.
Yep.
Usually they get hit by a laser and they're gone. They're not fucking shot.
Mhm.
It felt very adult. I got not Inception vibes, Invincible vibes.
Yes, agree.
It was very vivid. It was very um and this is the first time I've gotten a hint of that because all the other episodes were kind of like, okay, there's two Jean Greys. Okay, there's whatever. Like it felt like we hadn't dealt with anything. Like this and the episode we're gonna get to were the first episodes that I felt like you're gonna have to explain that to your kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
that's true.
because the way Storm talks, the way the council is, like it's almost like when I first saw Star Wars when I was a kid, I was into it for the lightsabers, but all the council talk, I was
Yeah,
like, I'm out. I'm
tune
out. I'm
into
out.
it.
And even more so after being a kid, when it was really council talk, when Padme and we got to talk to the Senate, like it was like, oh my god, this is fucking stupid. Like
You
it's
forgot
it's
about
just
the
because I've
politics
got
part? You forgot
yeah,
about the politics part of war?
not it's not I don't know, it just takes me out of it. But I mean, so anyway,
Mm,
the the Genosha thing was awesome because it was like Eric got to see his dream.
for a hot minute.
Everybody was fucking cool, and then of course he needs the next step because he needs to be a dick and make it about Rogue, and
And
which
baby,
again,
make it about Rogue. Mm.
it's kind of adult because for a half an episode, it was gonna be her and fucking Magneto. You know what I mean? And it was like, well, what about Gambit? Like, you know what I mean? And then they had that little fucking friend talk, and it was like, now Gambit is my favorite X-Men. So
Oops.
him getting friend zoned, I was kind of like, oh, please don't do this. Please don't do this.
Roughly.
They very much made up for it in this episode. Very much made up for it in this episode. But I'm sorry. They made up for it by the end of that episode.
There we go.
Because he wasn't even in this episode. Magneto went out a hero. He went out a hero. I'm kind of figuring the way Cable left and said, I'm sorry. I feel like, oh, everybody is salvageable. Like there will be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're not going to kill him.
They're going to be back. Like, you don't get rid of Magneto like that.
Yeah.
Especially not if Xavier is coming. Oh, wait. Spoiler.
Well, I mean, he has a chick now, so he was definitely coming.
That's
why her hair was so stiff.
Charles, stay on my planet and be my consort. Like, no, ma'am.
My friend we had a person in high school, and he had the. Let me pause real quick.
It's just me, gang.
I know. Okay.
Oh, okay.
She's on the corner. Nope, that sounds bad. The show, The Corner.
I was like, I know her. Hi.
Where was I at?
Ooh, I lost it.
Thanks. Bye. Thanks. Anyway, watch the wire. I thought it was awesome. I thought, again, yeah, it was adult. The way, I'm gonna be fucking super lame. When the motorcycle part and they were flying alongside, being that what you guys told me, I was like, oh, this is it. And I paused because I was already like,
oh my
god. It's never an ugly cry. It's one of those like fucking she told you she loved you for the first time cries. But I got real like fucking prepare yourself for what you're gonna fucking see, because you told me they die, but you didn't tell me how. And then Esteban said they both go out like G's. So I already knew like it's gonna be either hero status, and then 2, there was a bunch of like when he saves the Morlocks, I was like, oh, is this it? There was a bunch of like, now that I know it's coming, it was like, is this it? But the way he went out was very cool. It kind kind of feels like do you remember when fucking Superman gets it from Doomsday and he pulls himself in? It I had those vibes, but clearly the cartoon did it fucking way better.
Yeah.
Uh what else? Yeah, adults. It was very cool. Accepted again. Gambit's my favorite fucking X-Men character. Maybe even Marvel character, but I would have to really think about that because Deadpool's awesome. But Gambit is my shit. Hey, Bully.
Hey, Bully.
Hey guys, this episode had the best ending. Gambit is the best, has the best line at the end. So
Yes,
good.
did.
Yes,
he did.
I'm Gambit. Remember
Name's
that motivation?
Gambit. The name's Gambit.
Yeah.
Remember it.
I know there's a Mon Cherry in there, but it was awesome.
Mon
And then
Ami.
also,
There was a Mon Ami in
yeah.
there.
Also, it gives kind of credence to what Esteban was talking about when he charged the spike. So how come the whole thing blew up, but Wolverine's claws? Yeah.
And full circle,
Yeah,
everybody.
full circle. Yeah, absolutely.
I thought the same thing. I was like, Wolverine definitely should have exploded.
Wait a minute.
Hold on
there. I do. Oh my god, the fucking on the motorcycle when he fucking takes all the Sentinels out is way different, which I expect because when the Sentinels came out, they were the level of that Omega fucking whatever thing. They, you know what I mean? They were like, you cannot fucking dent anything. And then now he's taking out 3 at a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, oh, okay, but I accept because it's not a reboot. It's a over time they learned how to take these motherfuckers out. Exactly. And when the little helicarrier came and dropped all the, I was all like, stormtroopers. Because when they did that, I was like, oh shit, that's the same shit. All right, you want to move on to the next episode?
If you want, hold on. Who did I get this message from? Anyways, irrelevant. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yesterday's episode.
Yesterday's episode. You first.
The best part about X-Men 97 coming back right now is like the episodes are just like the same formula we had when we were kids, where some of them were just like throwaway episodes where you just were like getting to see other people's abilities, and then some of them are clearly all connected up to deepen the story. And this last episode was one of those, like connected to previous episodes to deepen it out, and then getting to see some character reveals, some characters that people probably have forgotten, because who the fuck was Deathbird? I forgot all about. I was like, Lady what? Lady Deathbird? Who is? I forgot about her. I'm not even gonna pretend like I hadn't. And then seeing Gladiator, fucking Gladiator. Oh my god, which is just like Space Superman. Technically,
if Superman fucked Martian Manhunter, I felt like that was
Gladiator. Just like no expression, buff for no reason, fucking robot mohawk. Like their hair is so fucking hilarious.
I felt all the powers in the world horrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was like, oh, like it wasn't like fucking like a person I can't wait for. Omega Red. When you hear Omega Red, you don't think, oh, that's bad. You probably think of a fucking wrestler, but the way that he is, like now that I think Omega Red, he's fucking dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gladiator is not a good name.
I called him Spartan at first because I couldn't remember. It's been a while, so I was like, "Oh shit, Spartan!" And then I was like, "Wait, that's not right."
That would have been a cooler name than fucking Gladiator, because Gladiator, there's a million of them. It's not like you're not specific, you know?
Yeah. But as soon as he came on camera, all I could think about was, remember that video? Remember the X-Men video, the voiceover, and it was that guy that was like, Remember, I'm the juggernaut bitch. I know you remember I'm the
Yeah,
juggernaut bitch.
yeah,
So
of
as
course I
soon
do.
as Gladiator pops up, I was all, look at my bicep. As soon as I seen him, I had to watch the video clip because that's exactly where it took me right back to that video, which was the best part. It just brought back all that, like, oh shit. Like the same kind of feeling we used to get when the Marvel movies first started.
Mhm.
And you're like, fuck, look who it is, look who it is, look who it is. And you're just so excited to see the characters again. And so
Yeah,
that was pretty
when I
dope.
got that, I got Sony X-Men 1 vibes
Mm.
when they were in the club and like, hey, that's Dazzler. Hey, that's blah blah blah. Like
Right?
they're throwing in little whatever. I
Yeah.
even feel like I saw Grifter. I feel like I saw Grifter go because they did the hook thing and he
Yeah.
went across the bridge, and I feel that was
Maybe.
Grifter.
Maybe.
I have to watch it again.
Yeah.
Uh, the okay, so for this episode, I felt one they try to. I get what they were doing because they probably said you have what 10 episodes.
10 episodes to tell the whole
Okay,
story.
um, so I get
Better
that
than
they had to
6.
fit in
Better than 6.
everything.
Mhm.
So I was kind of like, you get all involved with the Forge stuff, and then I was like, is this? I know about her, Aurora and T'Challa, but I never knew about Forge. Is this comic book? No, okay.
Oh, it's not
Uh,
inaccurate. No. Forge is supposed to be around. But
yeah,
like
but I mean,
people
are they
just
supposed to be together?
people just forget, like sometimes people forget Storm had her, she was doing her thing. She was having her whole phase for a little while. I'm just gonna call it what it was. Storm had her little whole phase for a while.
Wow, a storm has
It's
a whole
not a
phase.
bad thing. Nothing wrong with a good
No,
whole
not at all.
phase. And
My
so,
hope though is that
she got
Esteban,
some bodies.
when Esteban makes commercials,
Yeah.
Storm has a whole phase is the title.
Storm had her little whole phase. And ain't
um,
nothing wrong with that.
no, not at all, not at all. Guys support that
Mhm, mhm,
for obvious
mhm.
reasons. Uh, it is always weird when I'm in absolute love with the nod to the comic books.
Mm.
Uh, when Storm we'll get to that, but by the end, the
Mhm,
way
mhm.
Storm is, it's like, oh, that's the outfit
Finally,
in fucking blah
finally,
blah blah blah
right?
blah. Yeah,
Finally. I was like, "Ooh." But
but they had to
when
give
she
us.
started growing her own clothes, though?
Well, I mean, she grew hair out of nowhere, but
When she started
we'll.
growing her own hair, I was like,
So
what part
I'm
of
putting
that?
that up to the tiara, so maybe that is whatever.
It's in
Um,
it comes in the tiara. She takes it off and the hair
yeah,
just disappears.
there are extensions in the tiara.
Right in the tiara.
Uh, got weird. But because of the last week's episode, they had to explain why Storm needs to go home and
Mhm.
why fucking Xavier needs to go home. There was two pimp ass fucking things where one uh her gaining her powers was fucking awesome. Or
Spoiler.
gaining back her power.
Spoiler.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were
Spoiler
already
alert.
getting gaining her gaining her powers back was awesome in that it was like once we saw the wind, it was like, oh yeah, she's coming
Yep.
back.
That owl
Uh
was fucking dope.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god. When he was crawling up the tunnel and it
And the
was like
head
this,
kept going, and then I
yeah,
was like, and
it
it's
was
so
amazing.
inaccurate because owls can turn their heads like almost all the way around. So I was just like, so
It
good.
was uh not only that,
Why did I have to
his
act it
head
out?
was going, but so was his feet. So
Mhm.
he was going in the tunnel like it was just fucking like during the tunnel scene. Like it
Yeah.
was very, very cool.
Right kind of creepy. Right kind of
Yeah.
creepy. Mhm.
Um again, kind of feel like that could give a kid nightmares. So it was very adult.
It's
Um
definitely for us. It's
yeah,
definitely more for us.
definitely yeah. The first 4 episodes were kind of like I had no problem with a kid watching, but
Mhm.
I think you would have to explain Sassy Morph. Other than that, you're good.
Don't need to explain Morph. Let Morph be Morph. I'm just excited for episodes 8 through 10 because the creator guy, he was like, if you thought episode 5 was something, wait till you get to episodes 8 through 10. And I'm just like, what's he gonna do? What's happening?
Yeah. And the other pimp thing was when I saw Xavier walk, but they explain it. And then 2, when his helmet comes off and he's like, oh, I forgot I have these motherfucking god powers. Like, I was like,
he was like, you think you can punk me? Motherfucking Charles Xavier.
and by the spoiler again, by the end, the council's all raising their hand to talk. And I was like, oh, you motherfuckers.
He said, raise your hand. And by the end, dude was like, nobody likes Earth, it's ass. We're just like, that's true. We always make jokes about Earth being the ghetto ass planet that the aliens don't want to come to, and they were like, "Hell yeah,
hell yeah, hell yeah!" All right, let's see. I feel like it would be the bougiest would be Neptune.
Neptune, that's like a water planet. Lots of beaches, maybe.
Mars, I feel like is like it has Mars, I feel like it's a fucking Neptune. Neptune feels like Neptune's like the Beverly Hills. Like, I can't go to Neptune because I'll get,
I would expect Venus.
I was speeding or something.
I would expect Venus to be the bougie planet. Goddess of
Venus,
love.
I feel is like sup, ladies? What's up?
My God.
Sup, Venus? Yeah, Venus, I feel is like is female and like
we'll
very
get our hair done.
Exactly. Maybe that's because there's some girls named Venus, so maybe that's where I'm. But I don't think it's.
Shout out to Venus Williams.
Okay, so let's see where we're at. 21 minutes. Let's just make it an even 30.
You didn't record though.
Yeah, we're recording.
Are we recording?
You thought we talked about 2 episodes and we're not recording?
It just says live. I didn't hear now recording.
How do you not do this?
The whole time I was like, damn, I hope we're recording this.
Yeah, right?
My jokes. Shit. All my jokes.
Not at all. So the only thing that was missing was once Logan saw all those people fucking dead, him not taking off and going to ride a motorcycle and going to fuck somebody up. Like, maybe not going to the place, but like, I wasn't able to do anything. I need to fuck something up. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing that was missing. But when fucking Cyclops goes, how many? Like, I was like, yeah, motherfucker. Like, I love Gambit, but even in Sony, when it was Cyclops versus Wolverine, like, all the girls were like, Wolverine's so hot. And I was kind of like, yeah, but Cyclops was fucking cool, right? Like, again, I always bring up that part where, like, Wolverine has him by the fucking jacket, and he's like, can I fuck him up?
Over like,
can I fuck him up? Please, can I fuck him up? It was perfect.
Yeah. Classic.
But anyway, it's just leader status, right? Do you think they'll explain why the nosebleed thing happened? Like, is it like when Cable comes back? Because when he came back and he was trying to protect, I was like, does he know that that's Mom? And then he's like, goodbye, Mom. And then I was like, God. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
Fucking Madeline.
If it's like if it's the Tom Cruise movie, fucking Die Again Tomorrow or whatever the fuck it is, like, if it's Go Until You Fucking Live.
Oh.
And his whole shit.
What's that shit called? The Day? No.
I feel like Day is in there.
I know, right? Tomorrow Never Dies. Some shit.
No, it's
James Bond.
Die Again? No. Because they're supposed to do a part 2.
Yeah. Edge of Tomorrow.
Why do I feel like it was like Die and Die Again?
I know, but it's Edge of fucking Tomorrow.
That's one of those what does they call it? The Mandela effect. Like we both
Mandela
think it
effect.
was like something.
The whole time it was die again tomorrow, and now all of a
Yeah,
sudden
it was like die and die and die. Yeah. But yeah,
I mean,
anyway,
I think
so
they're gonna
maybe
just.
it's that.
I think they're using the Cable story to be able to bring everybody back.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
think. They're gonna use the time travel thing, and
They'll pick a storyline that that
Mhm.
worked, and he did it.
and that's the one
It
that
does,
ends up sticking with. Yep.
you know what's kind of cool about that too is, do you remember when fucking Doctor Strange goes away and he's like, "There's like fucking 5 million ways we all die, but there's only one way." Yeah,
14.1 something.
yeah.
There's one chance for
It felt like
success.
that.
Yeah.
So at least we're seeing him live it instead of um the Lady Death. No, not Lady Death. That's
Deathbird. Lady Deathbird.
Lady Deathbird. Come on. All I was missing was Bird. Other than that, we were good.
What a stupid fucking name. Oh my gosh.
That's what I was gonna say. Remember when I was like, I forgot what I was gonna talk about.
Mm.
It was plain ass soldiers versus like gods when they
Yep.
burst into the fucking ship, and I was like, this is not.
What's happening here?
Yeah.
Only Ronan should be able to fight. The rest of y'all are
Right?
just regular dudes in Speedos. Why were they in Speedos? Chest out,
They
mask
like to
on,
party.
boots. They have boots on. I was like, who put these outfits together? And then she was standing on Ronan's face, just like, hey, yo.
That was fucking cool.
He's just on the floor, like, man.
Especially his introduction to
Power Stone back, bitch.
Yeah. Especially his introduction to Guardians.
Yeah.
It was had I not known about, say, Guardians and the movies that we've all watched, which now have come to a point where like we will wait till it goes to fucking Disneyland, Disney Plus, whatever.
Disney Plus before.
I mean, I'll probably see the new Spider-Man. I'll probably see. Obviously, I'm going to see Deadpool, but those are like, maybe it has to be now. Like, it has to be the character and not just Marvel has full suit over everything anymore. It's just now you're going for the character. Oh yeah, that good yawn. You have to host next week, by the way. And so when I yawn,
I dare you to yawn.
I'm gonna take a melatonin at 7, and then when we
just so you can be like.
All right, I think we're good. Is there anything else we want to bring up today?
Nope. I like these fun little burst episodes that we do every now and then when we're talking about these hot topic issues. Let's see. I felt like there was another
Giancarlo thing.
Wait, what Giancarlo thing?
He planned his murder so that his kids could have money. This was like before he got Breaking Bad.
What? He planned he was going to fake his death?
Yeah. No, he wasn't going to fake it. He was planned because it was
going to come kill him?
It was not good times. So he was planned his own murder that his kids would have money. But he got Breaking Bad, and he was like, no, wait.
Never mind. Cancel. Abort.
Imagine he didn't catch that shit in time. Oh my god.
Imagine they were like, what?
Have you talked to Greg?
Put him on the way to the set.
You need to talk to Greg.
Damn, that's a hell of a story. I might have took that story to the grave. I don't know. That's a crazy ass story to tell. I was just gonna say, did you see that corny ass Transformers trailer? That's what I was gonna say.
Let's talk. Yes, I did. Homie is from Bullet Train, but he's also with not Childish Gambino, Danny Glover, right? Not Danny Glover.
Yeah, in Atlanta.
Yes. It's not Danny Glover.
Donald.
Why can't I fucking think of his name? Donald Glover. That okay. I was half right.
Close.
I was half right. Which I respect him immensely because after Community and fucking Spider-Man, like I would have loved to see him as fucking.
Yeah. I mean, we got to see him in the Prowler suit, but we didn't get to see him actually being Prowler.
Yeah. And there's so many ways. I mean, like, there's somewhere he's completely bad, and there's somewhere he's like, I'll do anything, but we're not hurting my fucking nephew.
Yep.
The what was I saying? Okay, so him, which I loved him in Bullet Train because they were brothers, and it was like, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of
Yeah.
those like, we both dealt with the same shit. We're just brothers, like, and the way they handled, spoiler alert for Bullet Train, the way they handled each other's death was like,
Lemon.
yeah,
Aw.
it was awesome.
Yeah.
Great actor, fucking great actor.
He is a great actor.
It was super cheesy, and I guess they're giving it an origin story.
I didn't like it.
I don't like that they made Optimus a bro, like a bro.
Such a bro. Like, I was like, this is the leader of the. Come on.
That voice. I mean, I don't know.
They were
Even
like,
if it graduates,
here's Chris Hemsworth, everybody.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Optimus is a very, like, I care, but it's a no nonsense.
right? He's always got like the
And
weight of the galaxy on his shoulders.
Yeah.
He's a somber character most of the time. So to
Mhm.
see them like tripping over their own robot feet kind of shit, I'm like, what is this? Like, what's this energy we got going on? You just dropped the Beast Wars stuff. Like, why aren't we just doing more Beast Wars? We liked it. Optimus Primal, I mean, the movie did pretty good, being like the 6th installment of a Transformers movie. It actually did pretty good numbers. The soundtrack.
Wait. They're all connected? This is not a reboot. They're all
Oh
connected?
no. That's why I was like, why would you go in this direction with the animation when Beast Wars actually did pretty good? And we could be, well, it's not, yeah, we could just be, they could have just stuck with the Beast stuff. I don't know why they decided to go this route and try to make Transformers funny.
What's sad is I saw for a good 10 seconds, and I didn't know it was animation.
I mean, I guess that's a good thing. The animation has gotten so legit.
I was like, oh, and I didn't, you know what I mean? I was kind of when we watch Transformers, I don't feel like I'm watching a metal prosthetic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel it's everything's CGI. So it took me a little bit to be like, oh shit, this is not connected at all.
No. I see.
You know what I thought of today on my walk was, have you ever seen memes where for The Office, they make it like Pam is sketch. Pam is like, but they have the faux haircuts and the fucking weird, the way the kids are dressing now. I feel like they did that with the Crow.
Oh god.
You know what I mean? With the little mullet and the fucking throwback.
Oh no.
Windbreaker. And I was like, I don't mean to bring that up. I just had that thought of like,
what? We were talking about Transformers. You just segued right over to the Crow. Like, no warm up, no nothing. Just the Crow.
I brought that up because I felt like, I mean, B or somebody's gonna say no cap. You know what I mean? Like somebody's gonna say one of these.
I know exactly what you mean. Just eek. Like I'm just holding my breath for someone to be like, "This is so mid, bro. You're so cringe, my guy." Like,
and just be if he gets the all spark and then all of a sudden he talks like fucking big homie and that would be dope.
It deepens it, turns him into a man. He's all like,
yeah.
I am Optimus Prime.
That would be I would accept it. These are his college years, like the fucking Saved by the Bell.
No, I don't need robot college years. Come on.
Nobody does. But
I don't want to see when him and Megatron were friends and then they fell in love with the same robot girl and now they're mad. Like, I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see that.
No, I don't want to see that either. Or like when you found out Dr. Evil and Austin Powers went to the same school, like, oh my god, what's happening?
Hated that. I hated that. And his dad there, he's like, "Where? Say hi, Dad." My dad never shows an empty chair with his name on it.
Right?
Bye.
It's been it was empty the entire time, but all of a sudden, if I say yeah, for sure, for sure, a
Oh
kid that
yeah,
has abandonment issues,
them going to school together as kids was super corny. It was like,
yeah, yeah.
stop fucking with this.
I don't even know what they had planned. Like, even if it was going to be Seth Green, I don't know what they would have had planned because the guy, the guy who Folly's the bad guy, and then the guy, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if they would have tried to do like they did do Silence of the Lambs where they talked to. Oh my god! All right,
And
yeah,
that's
they can't do another Austin Powers.
oh
But anyway, the only reason I brought that up was because kind of it feels like there's no new ideas, so they need to make these 80s ideas with no capness and no this and this, all these fucking this little jargon.
yeah,
There's things that stick around. Like Dude has been around forever, but Groovy is done.
yeah.
Fucking there's you know what I mean? There's slang that stays and there's slang that so don't fucking concentrate on today's slang because that's just gonna be gone quick.
I'm trying to think of some slang that we used to say as when I was like younger that we're no longer saying now. Like, that's a rip. Remember that's a rip? Did you have that's a rip in your time? When you
No.
did something stupid or you said something really fucking stupid, you'd look at them and go, that's a rip. And then you'd rip your hand across the back of their neck. Like, why? What does that even mean?
I remember Psych, Moded.
Oh, moded. You got moded. You got moded, bro.
But yeah, you got moded, bro.
You got moded.
But
Pwned. Remember
again,
pwned?
that's which one?
Pwned. Instead of you got owned, you
I
got
do probably remember Pwned. Pwned was Pwned made it to where like it was on TV, but
yeah.
and Pwned was like AOL, like it was
AOL
you know
chat days. What was your
I mean?
AOL chat name? I know you remember your AIM name. Don't act like you don't.
Soul's Fate.
What?
Soul's Fate.
Soul's Fate.
Soul's Fate. I know.
All right.
I know. If you remember, there were chats where you could. This is not going to come out right, but I don't mean this 50 Shades style.
Oh boy!
You could role play as a character,
and that's what your character's name was. Soul's Fate.
Yeah, Tristan Soul's Fate. So, but I went through a goth phase.
Were you a 7 foot tall elf, Tristan Soul Fate?
No, I was a vampire. I don't like that you laughed harder at that, though. I don't like that. Too bad. Way harder at that.
Oh
anyway,
my gosh, you are. That's adorable. That's adorable. Ash the vampire.
It was okay.
I went through a goth phase.
I was very much the kid that didn't get jumped because I was funny.
See that?
Very much like, you know what I mean? So it was I never jumped in on anything. I never nothing. But it was kind of like, hey, don't touch this fool. It was my little brother. But it was just because I made the big homie laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was always that. So I had friends, but it was kind of like I had 4 friends and we were fucking stand by me status. Like we were just like that. But when I came home, I'm not going to talk to dudes. So like it was, AOL, like
I'm not going to chat with my bros.
You know what I mean?
I was past to get off the phone here. By the time I got on AIM, it was like 2004. That's like what I got.
You called it AIM. That's how I know.
We called it AIM. Yes.
My email, AOL email.
Oh no. I had an MSN email back in the day. Remember Hotmail? Hotmail.
I do remember Hotmail. You know what's sad is I didn't know that was out. I know Gmail's free and like, oh, let's get a Gmail because Comix has a Gmail.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Hotmail back in the day.
The guy, okay, so I got a credit card and they were asking my email and then I was told him ashfiro@aol.com and I was like, sorry, I'm a dinosaur. And he goes, son, I have an Earthlink. And I was like,
Earthlink.
I bow
Whoa.
to thee, sir.
That's dedication. He said, I refuse
Yeah,
to make shit else. An
yeah.
earthquake?
And there
Oh,
was a
damn.
0 in there too. But yeah, it was
Damn.
like, oh fuck.
He's gonna say Netscape next. Oh, the
Was it
memories.
Netscape or NetGirl? It was one of those. But yeah,
It's
like
your
Jesus.
memories.
Yeah,
You
man.
used to have to put a disc in your computer to make that
There
shit
was
work.
a comedian that had a very funny joke of, you motherfuckers never thanked us for learning the internet. We got the internet and had to figure that shit out by ourselves and realize like, oh, this does this, this
That shit,
does this. And
shit
if
was
you had a
work.
MySpace, there were sites to teach you how to fucking set up your fucking
Hell
MySpace.
yeah. We were doing
Because we
HTML
didn't know
coding.
fucking coding. We didn't know
Yes, we
any of
were.
that. Exactly. But
We were in the RSS feed, plugging in shit. We were doing all kinds of stuff.
all we had to figure out was, and they would, the nerds,
Script.
and I shouldn't say nerds, the fucking smart people would tell us like, insert picture here, so that all we had to do was put the link of Winona Ryder here and the fucking crow here and the
Your whole
Batman here.
background. Your whole
Yeah,
background.
exactly. And my background would change every week and like how I felt and fucking crazy. I liked it, but you had to do the work to go see like, hey, what's Mo's up to? I have to go to your page to see it.
Yep. I see it.
Where it's like now it's like,
It's just a
fucking
feed you
I'm
scroll through. Yep.
seeing breakups, I'm
Yep.
seeing new jobs, and it's like it's
Yep.
in my feed because it's like it's at you, bro. And it's
This is
like, oh
before the
shit.
feeds. Ah,
Yeah.
remember you would have a hidden music player on your page so that when they clicked on it, a song played automatically on a loop. Mine
Of
was
course.
Walking with the Ghost from Tegan and Sarah. I
Okay.
was walking with the ghost. That's what that was it.
There's
On
okay.
loop.
I have 2 jokes about that, but one is that you had to find out how your girl felt in the comments and you know what I mean? Like, oh, she's pissed. Like now it's like you have to look at her stories like, all guys are pigs. Like, fuck, it's a bad day.
All guys are pigs. That's the whole story. The end.
Or like some subtle like, you think I don't know? And I was like, I have to think about anything I did
What
today.
did I do?
Exactly. And then 2, what was the other thing? Pissing off people because they're not part of your top 8.
Top 8 was whoever invented that, whoever came up with that.
Yeah.
That was just the messiest thing someone could have done. Like, oh, I'm rearranging my top 8 and you went from 4 to 7. You're and now you're bumped.
It's like a public, like, you know, remember old school phones, they used to have the speed dial, like it's like a public speed dial of like, you ain't even on my shit. Like, and fucking Instagram is like, who's your close friends? Like, I'm not gonna fall for this shit again.
Not getting it. Facebook tried to bring it. Facebook tried to do it for a little while. Facebook, Meta, whatever Zuckerberg is calling it. They tried to do it for a while, and I was like, absolutely not. Nope. I'm too old for that now. We're not doing that kind of shit.
My Instagram is like, ask Meta, and I was like, what is happening?
I'm not asking y'all.
I don't like that you're recording me. I mean, I know that you're already recording me because if I bring up McDonald's, all of a sudden I'm going to see McDonald's all over my shit. I get it. But
seriously,
Jesus, I have to talk to you? Like, no.
Yep. Listening to us having our phone conversations, and then I get 6 ads about the shit my mama was telling me about. Like, piss off. Classic. Fun. Nostalgia. Remember? Remember?
All right, we did it 43 minutes because I thought we were going to do a half hour.
Good for us.
We good, Mose?
Yep.
All right, this counts as mine, so Mose is gonna host next week.
It's gonna be great.
That sigh before her saying that's your sign of what it's gonna be.
That's what's coming.
Real quick, that's what she said. Real quick. I have a show May 4th that's gonna be in Hermosa Beach. You can follow me at Mobstash. You can follow a Mighty One, but I feel like there's a underscore between those 2 names.
Mighty _ Mosby with a Z.
You can follow her. But I have a show May 4th that's stand up, and I have a show May 9th. in download.
You. Oh, look at
So
you. Yay.
it's all to bring them all to the show, so or
Yes.
to comics.
Awesome.
Thank you to Eugene who had me do an interview last weekend. Thank you to Eugene from Geek Saga. It's been awesome. That's where I got this shirt, which is fucking I still believe uh Lost Boys.
It's the song. Oh, not the saxophone
Still
solo.
believe. Hell yeah.
Yes.
You gotta do it. This has been Comics. We are everywhere.
Yay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
That was cute. Good night. That was cute.
And it was recorded.
Yay.
You good? You good? All right. Have a good night.
Bye.
Nice teepees.
Me too.